Okay, guys, I am back. We have just been notified that Andre's family is going to say something. So if you guys can see, that is the Griggs family right there. They will be making a statement very shortly. They are wearing shirts that say "Justice for Andre." Hopefully, you guys can hear me. I know I just ended the last live, and I'm going live again, but here we are. Absolutely. Thank you guys. Justice for Andre. Can we see the shirts? Oh my God, you know my name! I can't believe you know my name. Okay, so you look just like your mom. Which sister are you? You're Dre's oldest sister? Okay, what's your name?
I'm Kay.
Kay.
Yes. Andre's big cousin, Desiree.
Hi, Desiree.
Every night. I'm the aunt.
The aunts are important. Aunties are important. Aunties matter. Auntie Karen and the woman herself.
I am Andre Montgomery's mother.
Yeah! Michelle the Queen Michelle. I know this has been in.
For my mother being consistent, it would have been a cold case. Yes. My mother called every day, by the clock, every second, every minute. My mother was on it. She never gave up.
Yes.
She never gave up. You can't give up.
Right. This has been going on for 6 years. How do you feel now that it's finally over?
I can breathe.
Amen.
I can breathe. We all can breathe. Yeah. Yes. We all can breathe.
That is wonderful to hear. Now, a lot of people have been asking, how can they support you guys? They want to support you guys, the family, in any way they can. Is there a foundation for Andre? What can we do to support you guys as big brother? Oh.
Y'all come a little closer, please.
Whoever wants to get on.
Who's talking?
Thank you. I forgot you were back here. I'm sorry.
Pardon me?
I said I forgot you were back here. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Big sis.
I can hold it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you don't mind saying one of your first name, your last name, can you spell it out for us?
My name is Kaylin Griggs. I am Andre's older sister. This is justice. You know, I'm glad they put that monster behind bars for life.
Yes.
He ruined multiple lives, not just ours, but multiple lives. And, you know, it's some peace, but not always. My brother's not going to come back while he's still in jail, eating commissary, whatever it is. But, you know, my mother got some peace. We knew it was him. We knew it. His family could act like that it was him. Wasn't him. But this taught me a lesson. It really did. I'm a little nervous, y'all, but it taught me a lesson, and we got justice.
Yes. What is that lesson?
The lesson is, I don't care how much money a person got. I don't understand. You cannot underestimate them. Greed. I don't care if y'all think he's just satisfied or he's stable. No, greedy, jealousy, envious. He was never a role model to my brother. Never. They had my brother living in a dump, in a shack. My brother was not living good. You know, my brother was not. He ran. He told us. You know, we did everything we could. I mean, we just thought it was a better opportunity for him, and they played him. They played my brother. Man, my brother loved his family. He loved his family, no matter what. And my brother was very helpful, goofy. Like, my brother wasn't like this thug like they say he did. Pictures can say, but that's social media, you know. Justice for my brother. That's all that matters to us.
So tell us who Andre was. They put a lot of evidence about him being like in the streets, but you're his family. You know who he was. Tell the people who Andre was.
I want to say teenager or trying to find himself. You know, they put him as like he was this thug. He wasn't a thug. My brother loved music. He did rap, but listen to his lyrics. What rap and music y'all hear him killing, robbing people, breaking into? He didn't. You know, he wasn't like that. He spoke street life. My brother was street smart and book smart. He graduated. You know, like, it wasn't like he was out to get after anyone or try to make him seem like he was this hard thug. He wasn't. You know, my brother was loving, caring. Yes, he smoked weed. He fed the homeless people. Someone needed diapers, milk. He went out his way and bought diapers and milk for this person.
And he did not rob his grandmother.
He did not rob his grandmother. That was a lie. My brother, he ran from that. He did not want to do that. He did not rob his grandmother. And it's so messed that he reached out to his grandma and she ignored that. She ignored that. It's just trifling.
Did he say anything to any of you about being scared of?
Yes, he told us. He told us. We told his grandmother. We told her. We told her. We told her. He told all of us. After. Yeah.
It's okay. Take your time.
It's not live. It's okay.
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
So, before he died, Miss Robbie called his phone and was cussing him out and was saying, "Mother effer, you ain't my grandson. F you, mother effer, blase, blase, this and this and that." I don't think she was aware of her surroundings because my brother, he's the type of person, when something is not right, he's going to put on speaker for all of us to hear. And he kept saying, "Grandma, I didn't do it. I'm trying to tell you, Grandma, Uncle Tim did it." And she was just going on cussing him out. "And you ain't gonna come to my funeral, I ain't gonna go to your funeral." And Dre was like, "Grandma, I didn't do it. I'm trying to tell you, I didn't do it." Me and my sisters, and then we was all sitting there like, "Dre, if you didn't do it, don't worry about it." He threw his phone. He was like, "I'm gonna be one of God's soldiers." Right there when he told me that means he's gonna sacrifice to prove to his grandmother that he did not rob his grandmother. He did not rob his grandmother. And that day, that's when he left, and that's when we found out he died. You know, that was messed up. She knew. She was aware of it. She was aware of it. For her to walk at the funeral, Tim didn't stay at the funeral. Tim stopped the whole train. He didn't come to his view. He came there with bulletproof vests on, with bodyguards, and we thought that, how come y'all didn't think that was weird? Like, you come all the way to Lubbock, Texas.
No emotions.
No emotions, none. Him and his grandmother standing back behind me talking and whispering. I kept looking back like, are y'all for real?
Why everyone's crying. Yeah.
Are y'all for real?
Yeah.
And then they said, "I don't know why they crying. They knew he was a street nigga." What? That's your grandson. Your grandson been with you since forever. He whatever. Dre learned a lot of things from his grandmother. He folded his money a certain way. He was very frugal with his money because he didn't want to be broke. Because his grandmother taught him that. So, you know, Dre loved his grandmother, man. He loved his grandmother. He did.
Yeah.
You know, it's just messed up. But anyways, at the funeral, they wasn't crying. We was on our way to the burial site. Tim stopped the whole traffic. My thing is this: why would you allow your son to stop the traffic to catch what flight? This is important. This is your nephew's funeral. Your only nephew from your brother only had one child. Why? No one said nothing. Nobody lifted an eyebrow. No one said anything. I paid attention to all of that. I said, yeah, they did it. They got something to do with it. To catch a flight to LA, that's not that important. You didn't go to his wake. You just want to make sure he was dead. And that's what you did. And you left. And he sat up there on that stand crying and lying and stuff. Boy, my brother had no access to your vehicles. My mother, he would call my mother to send money and food. My mother would buy pizza out here to feed him. My mother was doing all of that. That was a lie. They had my brother out here in the slumps.
Yep.
That little penthouse he was staying next to a couple.
Yeah, it was all going down. And they had a little efficiency, and they had a rusty stove inside of it. The bed, the cot, looked like a Salvation cot that he was sleeping on. There was 2 little iron, metal-looking chairs, and it was so small, it was like a little box room where he lived in, right next door to Tim's penthouse. Because I visited him up there, and I was asking him, "Why are you living like this?" He said, "Well, this is where I have to live. They put me here." And he would go to work when he called the driver, not using Tim's cars, because we went down to the bottom garage, and there was 3 cars down there, and he said, "These are Uncle Tim's and Grandma's car." It was only 3. And I said, "You don't get to drive these?" And he said, "No, I have to call the driver to take me to work and bring me back here." But that place he lived in looked so shabby. I came back and told my sister in Texas what he was living in, a rundown, shabby place next door to a penthouse. And he told me then that Tim didn't like him. And he told me that Tim was paying for women to come and see him. But whenever Andre went over to Tim to visit, Tim got mad because the women always turned toward Andre for attention. They wanted to give their attention to him. So Tim told him he wasn't allowed to come back over there anymore because all the women he was paying for to come see him always geared toward Andre. So
You think Tim was jealous?
he was very jealous. Look at it. Tim's a Norman. Andre's a Montgomery. He's the last lineage of the Montgomery family. So if anything happened to Miss Robbie, it would go to Andre. Tim didn't want that because he wanted to make sure he got whatever left of his mom because he was greedy. And he was willing to take his nephew's life. And anybody else, I wouldn't be surprised if he had influence on his mom. That's how bad he was greedy for money.
What was through your head when you first learned that there was that, $200,000 life?
If Gray had robbed Miss Robbie, he would have been flashing everywhere. He would have been having his friends all decked out. He'd be driving a limousine, making flights, living large. Gray didn't do that. There's no way he would have did that. He's not a thief. Dre is not a thief.
Thank y'all so
He
much.
loved to go.
Okay.
Can we
Thank
get
you.
your name?
Thank you, guys.
Can we get her first and last name?
But-
So they're gonna come back. They're gonna come back at 6 to do the balloon release.
Okay.
So if you guys are around,
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys. That was another. Oh, let me turn the mic around. You heard it yourself from the Griggs family, from Andre's mom, his aunts, his sisters. There was a lot of emotion. A lot of truth was spoken just now. They spoke from their heart. They weren't fed their lines. Although the truth was hard to get out and probably hard to hear, that's how they feel. That's what they think in their mind. They know what they know. You know how when you say, you know, they know. So they are pleased with the verdict. They had on yellow and green and blue shirts that said Justice for Andre with Andre's picture on it. And they are relieved. Michelle Griggs says she feels relieved. They feel that justice has been served. They feel at peace, and now Andre can rest. Andre, as the big sister Kaylin said, Andre was not a thug. He was not the way that the defense, these are her words, Andre was not the way the defense was presenting him. He was a loving guy. He was interested in music. He wanted to be a producer. He wanted to rap. He was loving. He fed the homeless. He may have dabbled in marijuana every once in a while, but it's illegal in lots of states. So the sister said that didn't, just because he did that, didn't make him a bad guy. And I want to bring that up because in the evidence, Tim's defense lawyer did ask if a drug test was done at Andre's autopsy to suggest that Dre may have or may not have been on drugs. So I think it's important to note that doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you a thug. It doesn't make you any of those things. And I just want to say my heart was blessed when Miss Michelle Griggs, she walked out the court. She just waved at me. She walked out the courtroom and said, "Hey, Jay, so extra." Sorry, some guy's being a jerk. So, hold on, guys. So, yes, Andre's mom walked out the courtroom, looked me in my face and said, "Hey, Jay, so extra." So that just lets me know that she has been watching the footage and has and knows my name, and she, I guess, respects what I'm doing. You know, I'm giving an eyewitness account based on the facts, and Tim has been found guilty. We have found Andre's murderer. He has pled guilty. His sentencing is September 20th. I'm talking about Travell Hill. And a 2-year court case and a 6-year ordeal is finally over. So thank you guys so much again for your support, for your super chats, for your super stickers, for your cash apps. Thank you guys so much. Weren't you a friend? I did not work at the restaurant. I worked on the show. So I was a crew member on the show Welcome to Sweetie Pies between seasons 2 and 3 back in 2012. My job was to actually listen to the microphones conversations that were being had and take notes. So I was called a logger or a field PA, which means production assistant. So that was my job on the show. Yes, Christina, I was a crew member. We can't see you. I'm sorry, guys. It's a little, is that better? I'm actually about to go. I'm going to take some notes, and then I will be back later with another video. Okay, take care.